Okay, guys, so here is rolling footage of me with my student Walter. He's pretty good. Close to my size. I like to roll with people my size because it gives me timing and you know, it's a little bit quicker. It's more flexible guards, harder to pass. So I pulled guard, went De La Hiva. I was trying to go K guard, and he kind of swept himself because he was trying to get out of the back take. So immediately I sweep. Walter does a good job getting, underneath, cupping his leg here to slow me down from like a knee cut position. Because we spar with the gi a lot here, we like to grab collars and fabric, but because it's no gi, it's very hard to grab that way. If you look at my post leg is pretty far. That way he can't grab it to sweep or leg lock. I'm trying to fight for that underhook, and then I go for like this head and arm control, right? I could really try to hit the DARS from here. I'm trying to obviously submit, but it doesn't work. So then I come back, I start chain passing, and then I immediately start cutting to the other side. Walter is framing very well, locks up a nice half guard. I cross face, and then he's able to frame some more and elevate me over, which is really good. And now he's trying to maybe go for his own submission here while I pass to side control. I don't normally wear a watch, but I have a watch because trying to prepare a little bit for the ADCC trials. So I'm trying to monitor my caloric intake. So right there it froze, and so I was just trying to reset it while keeping side control. And I think Walter kind of sensed that I slowed down, so he was kind of just pausing, and then we were going to reset. And so I guess we don't reset, we keep going. And I move him a little bit. And then again, I start focusing on that heavy top crossface. Start connecting my feet so he doesn't twist her. And as he comes up, I slide my knee over into what is like a quarter mount, and then I knee cut right back across. Keep the crossface and get like a shallow knee on belly. Start using my head to pin his shoulder and his bicep, and then start working an arm triangle from here. Windshield wipe across his belly, connect my grips into an arm triangle. I like to connect my hips to the mat and circle, and I have a lot of success with this. Walter's, like I said, pretty tough, one of my top students. So I always try to roll with him when he's there. I think Walter has a record for like the fastest student to earn his blue belt in my academy. I don't remember what it was, but it was like a little less than a year maybe. He would go 3-4 times a day for most of the week. He was really dedicated. Obviously, he slowed down a little bit only because, life gets in the way. He's got a spouse. He has duties at home. He's got to work, but Walter brings it. So I wrap up a body triangle, get his back to a choke, and then we do a little bit of wrestling because I knew ADCC had a lot of wrestling. So we start from the feet. I enter a single leg. He shoots a nice guillotine. He goes for it. I fall on the side that I'm supposed to, which is opposite of the guillotine. And now I use my right hand to pry his leg open, almost like a cradle. It's easier to get my leg out. And if you notice, our pace is pretty moderate. It's not slow, but it's not very, very fast. So this is good because it allows us to kind of really review what we've been working on. So it's a good pace, I think. Goes for a guillotine, and I'm able to counter the guillotine because I'm on the right side. He's trying to use that hook to like re-square up with me. And then I pivot and send his hips back. Go knee on belly. I use my knees. I like to use my knees because I'm shorter. I like to use my knees to kind of pin the shoulder. Do like a gift wrap and immediately start connecting a Kimura trap. Connect the trap. Notice I grab his hand instead of his wrist. And then again, I start connecting my back take and a rear naked choke. Don't be fooled by Walter's charming smile. He's very, very nice, but he's very tough. Like I said, his guard is really hard to pass. Probably one of the best guards at the school. I shoot for a low leg single connected to a double. I've been trying to work wrestling more. because I feel like it's such an advantage to have, and I feel like my defensive wrestling is good. So I really want to work on my offensive wrestling. Thanks to our guys. So I go to a basic half guard pass, but I use my legs to go all the way to mount. Heavy shoulder pressure, and I keep using that shoulder pressure underneath his arms. If y'all notice that, I'm going underneath his arms. Um, it seems like he's, oh, I think he's locking up, trying to lock up like an Ezekiel, but I just kind of use it to get to heavy mount, and then he goes into deep half, but I'm already past at this point. So that was the roll. Hey guys, so you just saw footage of me rolling with Walter. Try to do like a quick little breakdown of what was going on. Some really cool stuff to see. Important things to note: I don't usually wear a watch, but I was wearing a watch to kind of measure my heart rate and to see how many calories I was burning per roll. I was trying to manage my weight. Actually, I wasn't doing that for ADCC. I was doing that for the Pan Ams, and so it was kind of difficult trying to train for ADCC while I was also cutting weight for the Pan Ams. I didn't do a full camp, which, you know, obviously probably wasn't the smartest thing to do, but I felt really good training, so I decided to go to the ADCC trials. I was probably doing no-gi once or twice a week, and honestly, it didn't affect me too badly for me to think like, oh, it can't be done. I will say I probably will modify my training. I plan on doing more no-gi and maybe even do the ADCC Open that they just announced in September. And I think for that, I'll definitely do a 2 to 3 month camp, 8 to 12 weeks, really program my training to do more specific training for no-gi, more wrestling, just more no-gi in general, and do more rounds from the positions, back, side control, mount. The other thing to note, the pace was slower. It's kind of like the pace that we would have sometimes. I would call it a moderate pace. It's not slow, but it's not very fast. Sometimes we pick it up depending on our training load. So hope you guys enjoyed that footage. Walter's very, very tough. One of the toughest ones at the school. Has a very flexible guard, very hard guard to pass. So it was fun to kind of roll with him and really try to develop some stuff I've been working on. Try to work my wrestling with him. But he definitely brings it. And so just little things I hope you guys can kind of study when you look at some footage. And the other thing too is, if you can also I highly recommend recording your footage as well, because when you record your footage, you're able to have a better idea of mistakes you make, maybe tendencies that you do that are good, maybe tendencies that are bad. So anyhow, hope you enjoyed the film. Just wanted to mention some of that stuff that I didn't really mention in the video. You know, ADCC was fun. It was kind of my, you know, kind of something I was on my bucket list, and I don't regret doing it. I would have done it all over again. Some things I would have probably done differently is probably just train more no-gi. Like I said, I don't think it affected me a whole lot, but I rely so much on the gi because I train mostly with the gi, that when I take off the gi, I think the timing is a little bit different. And so I would probably go back and train more no-gi and just probably work more wrestling. We have a really good group of wrestlers. We actually have one of our wrestlers, former wrestlers, wrestled at Division I over at Purdue. Alex does a great wrestling program at our school, and that's once a week. So we do some wrestling now, and so I think that helps. We also do some judo, and I also think that helps. So overall, I think it was a really good experience. Take some notes. I'll try to do more videos like this. Leave some comments and tell me what you guys think. If you like some more of this type of film, then I'll be doing more of these breakdowns. Okay, hope you guys enjoy. Until next time, hope you guys are training. Take care.